Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's video. This Sunday we'll celebrate the feast of the Trinity, that doctrine you knew you had to hold to be orthodox, but hoped you never had to explain. It's a belief about God's nature wrung from the apostles' experiences and the reflections of theologians much more gifted than I. Although the word is never used in the New Testament, Trinitarian formulations addressing God as Father, Son, and Holy Spirit go back to the lips of Jesus himself in the Great Commission at the end of Matthew's Gospel. Now, rather than an arid drilling down into philosophy, it's probably more helpful to dwell on the implications. If God is like that, then how should we then live? It's important because if God really does lie behind everything, the imprints of his nature should be visible. The Bible itself says that. In Psalm 19, the author says, "The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament shows forth his handiwork." If the being that lies behind everything really is three persons so in a relationship of love that they are essentially one, then the relationship between things is as important as the things themselves. John Donne's famous words that no man is an island entire of himself reflects the biblical emphasis that human identity can't just be self-constructed. We are always who we are in relationship with others. Good relationships with our parents, friends, children, if we have them, and neighbours are essential to our well-being. Betrayal, especially by those closest to us, is profoundly damaging. Just as the relationship between the persons of the Trinity is always characterised by self-giving love, so God is most revealed in community. Jesus said that in his farewell discourse when he said that the relational dynamic between Christians would be the best way of commending God's love to those who didn't know him yet. Rich human relationships are characterized by a mix of giving and receiving, duty and expectation, rights and responsibilities. It's helpful to see some of the recent changes in our safeguarding practice in that light. It's a tragedy that so many people in church and nation have been profoundly damaged by abuse. They carry the scars of the abuse itself and the potential for trauma if the actions of others remind them of their experiences. Those reminders can be when they hear of resistance to address these issues in our practice. It can be when they see those in authority doing things that feel like their concerns are not being taken seriously. We all need to be attentive to the possible effects our actions or inactions can have on others. The need for such interpersonal sensitivity is rooted in the idea that all reality is relational and that love is our guiding principle. It is for the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. It is a mutuality that we, by God's grace, seek to aspire to. Now, if I may use the need for safeguarding training as a very practical outworking here, training for PCC members and other church officers, ordained and lay, helps us all play our part in creating a safer church for everyone, especially but not exclusively for children and adults who may be vulnerable. In the Church of England, training is required and renewed every 3 years, so we can keep our knowledge and practice up to date. It helps us to recognise and respond to safeguarding concerns, helping us spot possible risks and respond in the right way and raise concerns about someone's safety and well-being. It's a way of promoting a safe and caring environment and encourages a church culture where people feel safe, supported and valued. Any of us, particularly church officers, could be in receipt of a disclosure, and up-to-date training supports good practice in following good safeguarding procedures and responding appropriately when concerns arise. Even if we are part of a parish or congregation with little work with children or vulnerable adults, those of us who are trustees still have these responsibilities. I do believe that the way we respond to current safeguarding requirements is a witness to God's love for all. It can never completely heal the ghastly experiences people have had, but at least it can say, if we take these things immensely seriously and we want to foster a church where culture and practice makes the church as safe a place as it can be. I'm hugely grateful for the support of our safeguarding team that they give us in this, and for the external scrutiny provided by the Diocesan Safeguarding Advisory Panel. The diocese, like all other dioceses, will be independently inspected next April. My prayer is that our practice in this area will not be a mere tick box exercise, but part of fostering a culture of safety and security for all. So thank you all so much for all you do to push this agenda forward. Keeping our training up to date and following good practice is part of our commitment to love one another as Christ has loved us.